All right, I'm here with Rener, Gracie, black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and you were telling me an amazing philosophy that applies to you whether you're in a street fight or we're trying to make more money in business. I always say, greatness equals coolness under pressure. And you were telling me the other week when we were training, you said most people when they get in a fight, one of the main reasons they lose is because they panic, and they're not comfortable being uncomfortable. But in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's all about if a dude's on top of you, most people want to push him away, you pull him closer. So it's all about doing the opposite. And in life, I've found it's like Tony Robbins says, when you're under the most pressure, when things are going the worst in life, that's when you get the most excited because that's when you're gonna work the hardest. So that's a counterintuitive move. Just like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, basically, your father, and uncle brought this to America, and it's all counterintuitive moves. It's like when someone, showing me, somebody's trying to punch you, you either stay really far away or really close, because most people try to box with somebody, then you get knocked out, you're in a danger zone. So what do you think, do you see this applying outside of jiu-jitsu too?
100%, I always tell my students, once you're comfortable in worst case scenarios cease to exist. So our whole goal in jiu-jitsu is to create the most uncomfortable circumstances of a fight and get it to the point where you're like, hey, no problem. This is no big deal. I've been here before. I can manage the distance. I can manage the damage. And that was my grandfather's philosophy way back from Brazil. My dad brought it to America. And absolutely, it applies off the mat as much in real life as it does in a real fight. And what's crazy is that people like yourself and all these other people that we're teaching, people aren't looking for fights. These students of ours are not looking to get into fights. These people are learning jiu-jitsu to mentally prepare for worst case scenarios, and the application, the manifestation of their training is way more off the mat and in life than it is ever in a real street fight. So learn how to fight so you never have to. Get comfortable in worst case scenarios so that they cease to exist. And let's be real, you guys. And if you can get comfortable with a 260-pound, solid muscle, angry beast on top of you trying to rip your head off, what can't you get comfortable in?
It's like Will Smith says, two things you have to do to do big things in life: run and read. Because when you're running, your lungs feel like they're gonna explode, and you push through it, you can push through anything. And you read because a lot of smart people have gone ahead. And
there's a third one to that one.
What's the third one?
Jiu-jitsu.
There you go. That's right. You can replace jogging. I like jiu-jitsu way more than running. But Lao Tzu, the great philosopher from China, said, do what's difficult when it's easy. So many people, they wait till the last minute when they're completely broke, then they think about saving money. Or they want to raise money for their business, they wait till they really need the money.
Or they wait till they get in a fight to learn how to fight.
Yeah, which you don't want to learn. You want to get beat up here on the mat. So for all of you who aren't sparring, aren't practicing, we're going to show you a little move of the day. So we'll cut to that in a second. You're about to see me get beat up here a little bit.
So check this out. So the mount is the worst case scenario. Relax here. The mount here, we talk about, you see it in MMA, you see it in fights all the time.
You don't want to be down here.
You never want to be here. And the reason is why, you can't reach, but he can reach you. If you're down here, you're going to go crazy. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to panic. What does that look like? Push me out, bro. Just crazy stuff. Push, bump, twist, push, go, come on, tie. Show the crazy, like he's just going crazy. No technique, he's going to burn out. And some of you are thinking, I know what you're thinking. Go for the groin, eye gouge, grab his throat. These are all reasonable except for one thing. I can do those all back to you and with gravity on my side. So any kind of strikes from here could aggravate the situation and really not get you out. The question is, how do you get out of here without wasting all your energy and in a way that'll work against someone larger than you? Check it out. If they're pinning you down, slow. This hand grabs the cross grip on the wrist, this hand grabs the elbow, and your foot traps the foot. So my appendages on one side are both trapped. I can't post out. Now, if Ty simply bridges his hips now, I have no base points. Now he's up, he's out of the fight, disengage, and safety is going home at the end of the day, you guys. Safety and survival is going home at the end of the day, okay? So one more time in slow motion here. If you're trapped in the bottom, boom, wrist control, elbow control, foot trap, all on the same side. Because I want to put my hand out for base, but he has me locked in right here. And now if all he does is pushes off his feet and bridges his hips, I can't post out. Slowly, hips up tight. Look at my hands trapped. That's when gravity takes over. Look how even in slow motion the move works. He jumps up, he gets out of the guard, he disengages, and if there's multiple attackers, or whatever the situation might be, he's all good to go. So what's the moral of the story, you guys? Here's the deal. Now, if they're strangling you, that move works perfectly. If I'm punching you in the face, this is called the trap and roll. There's another variation. We're not going to show them.
Oh, okay.
You can't get too much in the video.
That's right.
I learned this from you, bro.
You got to get it in the gym.
You guys, GracieUniversity.com has all the variations of the trap and roll. Punching, headlock, all things you can imagine that someone can do to you from the mount, we address them individually. But guess what? They all follow the similar principle, which is manage the distance, manage the damage, and comfort in worst case scenarios, you guys. This is the most important principle of jiu-jitsu, and it's one that this guy's absorbing unbelievably quickly. So you guys gotta watch out.
He's a good teacher, the best. All right, talk to you guys soon. Make sure you subscribe if you want to get some more move of the day, fight move of the day stuff. All right, talk to you soon. Much respect.